So last time in
Oh,
D&D, Owl kidnapped the cat.
Our cat's
Oh,
being
right.
stolen.
Where
Oh,
are we on the
yeah.
map? Are we north, south, east, west?
You are southwestish.
Like maybe in this clearing, or
No, where Lycra is.
okay.
That would be southeast-ish.
Southwest.
That's a big owl.
It's in fact a giant owl.
Today is going great already.
What am I? I'm autumn, right?
Yes.
Oh, I'm in spring.
Oh, right. You were autumn when we were fighting.
No.
Let's just make sure this is accurate. Is the music playing?
Yes. I updated the stats for this game, so I came back now to writing them live. Oh my god, I have not done this in a long time.
There we go. Okay. Is that everybody? Yes. Looks like Lycra's up first.
All right. Lycra spins and slaps. Sorry, brain is not bringing up names really quickly. So Corwin on the shoulder, dumping inspiration on him. Then bolts forward. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet. And then shouts out, "Drop it!" and cast Dance.
Ooh.
Is this your new answer for everything?
It's my new unresistible spell. There's no initial saving throw.
Yeah, that just happens.
It just happens.
Oh, wow.
You need to be immune to charm. Oh, this is strong.
Okay.
It is a 6th level spell.
So the owl begins a Cirque du Soleil style aerial maneuver show. We'll say like that. Ah, jeez, covered up by Kitty. Okay. All right. Anything else?
Nope, that is my actions.
That's Corwin's turn then.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, jeez. Okay, Bigby's hand. Yeah.
Long spell is long.
And I do the clenched fist.
That is an attack.
Oh, sorry, not clenched fist. Sorry, grasping hand.
Grasping hand. Okay. And strength to resolve your apple. So it's just strength versus strength, or
Yeah.
athletics, I guess.
Yeah, and it's a +6. No, it's +8 to strength. It's got a strength of 26.
You should be able to roll it from the
Is it
macros.
It's got character sheets, yeah.
Yeah, I have a lot of stats from Bixby's hand already.
Like if you just click on the token, you should be able to click grasping hand at the top of the screen.
That's not what I wanted to do, but something's wrong with that.
Yep.
That's a very broken macro.
That's not how that's supposed to work.
That's okay. It rolled a
28.
28.
Okay. Yes, so the owl is also grappled.
And it has, I think it has movement, so it's just gonna drag the owl back. and then down in front of Lycra.
Okay. She's...
So, in these two first turn, the owl is dancing and grappled.
Yep.
He's gonna run over to the owl.
Mm-hmm.
And attack.
All
Let
right.
the kitty go.
It is at advantage since it is grappled.
And dancing.
That definitely hits. Okay. It is... Well, it has 1 hit point left. What else? If you-
Nothing else. He doesn't feel like fancy footworking away.
Okay. Liz, your turn.
Liz will move closer. And will ask the nice owl to drop the cat
Okay.
using telepathy.
Can I see... No. I thought grapple gave advantage on attack. Can I see the spell? Or, no, it's just your ability. I will allow you to make an intimidation check with advantage.
If I bring out the scary eyeball angel first, do I get double advantage?
That's not a thing.
Actually, it is.
Okay. You feel like as soon as the owl is free, it's going to get out of here as quickly as possible.
While using her bonus of, like, it didn't drop it, I guess. Then
It cannot act until its turn, but you get the sense that the only thing the owl wants to do now is immediately fuck off as quickly as possible. And
I
maybe
would
find
too,
a
if I
nice
had one hit
tree to
point.
die in, honestly.
okay. Well, I would like to flavor using her telekinetic shove to just maybe not shove, but more just kind of pull the cat back.
Okay. Yeah, I'll still have the owl do the save. Okay. Annika is now free, and we'll say there. Anything else?
Liz is good.
Very importantly, are you placing Annika down, or is Annika still held by the telekinesis?
Uh, probably put it down because I don't think it really lasts more than a turn.
Okay. Let's see how offended Annika is about being grabbed. Okay, Annika will use his turn to casually... Oh, well, she says right here. He will just hop back up on Ashisa's shoulder and begin to put his fur back into order. Andrea.
So, this owl is like missing half a wing and being choked by a magic hand. The cat's safe. And I was like, so this owl really chew more than what they could, right? I don't know. I do nothing.
Okay. Then it is the owl's turn, who is still dancing and grappled. Let's see. It's a wisdom save on the dance, right?
Yar.
What's the DC? 17?
17, yep.
Okay. The owl continues to whatever passes for dance in the grapple of Bigby's hand.
I will end the spell after it gives the bird the finger.
Okay. The owl continues to dance without the grapple of Bigby's hand. Estella.
This thing's pretty hurt, yeah.
Yes, it is incredibly hurt.
Then I am gonna just put it out of its misery.
Alright.
If I can find my fucking Eldritch Blast. I think I get... Well,
Shit. The owl explodes in a hail of feathers.
Oh, beauty.
And then at the top of the round, off in the woods, you hear angry screeches.
uh-oh.
You each have a round if you would like to do something.
We're going in initiative order, I assume?
Yes, so, like anything.
I'm going to clean the exploded bird off of me.
Okay, you do so.
Prestidigitation.
Yep. Anything from Corwin?
Minor glare at Estella.
Cathan, anything you want to do?
Clean himself off.
Alright. Ashis?
Yeah, clean off exploded bird seems like a good idea.
Alright. Liz?
Unlike everyone else, Liz is actually going to cast something.
Mm-hmm.
I need to double check a spell, though. Okay.
Alrighty. Wibbly Bits shows up.
And Wibbly Bits is in the air.
Yeah. Annika will join everybody in continuing to clean himself. And the move will not work. So we will just assume that for now he is with issues. Andrea.
Still Elise? The bird is dead. Why is someone in now? There's no one to play with. Anyway, shall we continue? Alright, what direction we were going?
North.
I will start walking in that direction.
Okay. And Estella?
I heard the big screech. I would like to hide.
All right, make a stealth check. Looks good. Now, at the top of the round, a Tarask appears now. It's just more owls.
I instantly die.
Oh shit, those are some owls.
Maybe we shouldn't have blown up the other owl.
I was about to suggest that we can make it friends, and then it exploded.
It was probably gonna die anyways.
Yeah,
You could have healed it.
Mm-hmm.
nature, whatnot, whatnot.
Yeah, but yelling heal at a bird that hasn't been tamed is a unlikely prospect.
All right, so some angry more birds show
Who
up.
would have who would have thought that owls go in packs?
It's the Feywild. Things happen weird.
Oh,
Like, what would you like to do?
oh, fun buggers. Lycra kind of inspects the others, looks to the owls, wanders 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. And just let's say Red 3 shouts out something in common along the lines of, "Don't go pop like your cousin did."
It's not a weasel. Wisdom save, all right?
Yep.
It actually makes it.
Yes.
What? All right.
That'll be
yeah.
my turn.
It's not half damage if save, right?
It's 0.
Yes.
And
Also,
no
Sorry, just to ask, how high are they?
Fairly low to the ground because they're diving for you, so you can melee.
Okay.
Cathania, your go.
Alright, I'm gonna move a bit closer. 15, 20, 25, 30. And let's cast a level 4 fireball centered on blue 1.
Okay, what's the radius on that? Less than 35, I'm pretty sure.
I think so. 150 feet range, 20-foot radius.
Oh, only 20. Okay. So you will get everybody but red 1.
Yep. For 38.
Okay. This is getting worse. Okay, so all of them but blue 3 take 38 damage. Good. Alright.
And then I'll quicken a firebolt onto blue 1.
Blue 1, alright. Blue 1 is ready for dinner.
Roast owl.
Yup.
It smells kind of tasty now, the forest.
Next.
Ashish.
Cheese will dash up there
Okay,
and protect this out.
let's see it.
Or not.
Oh no, it only misses because it's a natural one.
Wow, fancy footwork away.
Mm-hmm. Okay, blues 2 and 3 immediately decide that discretion is the better part of valor and attempt to fuck off. They disappeared off the map. Are you going to pursue them?
No. Let them go. It's not worth it.
Let's see here. Oops. I think Annika is still just nonplussed about the whole situation. Go ahead.
You definitely skipped Liz.
I sure did. Sorry, I don't know how that happened. Oh, probably because it went to Liz when I deleted them. Yes. So after they run away, it's actually Liz's turn.
Well, Liz will slowly trudge through the forest.
Mhm.
She will cast Spiritual Weapon
Okay.
and cast Bonk at a set 4th level.
Bonk at 4th. On red 1 or 2?
Uh,
Sorry, you broke up. What did you say?
2.
2 is very dead.
At the end of her turn, Tall, Dark, and Squishy will wander in.
Okay.
Radiant Mace on the 3. It's probably a 3.
Yes, 3. Okay, that is also more than 12.
Radiant Mace on 2.
2's dead. I assume you mean 1. Okay. Yes, that is a hit. 1 is down 9 hit points.
And 11 hit points.
Okay. You have 6 and 2 temporary hit points to hand out if you wish.
The 6 goes to. The 6 goes to her itself.
Okay.
Everybody else is too far away.
Okay. So now, instead of 3 of them trying to escape, just 1 is trying to escape. Does Squishy get attacks of opportunity?
I think so?
Let's see it. Can you do more than 30 damage?
No.
Well, you still manage to punch it in the butt as it leaves.
Does Bonk get a.
No. Spiritual weapons do not.
Your construct should get a.
Yep, that's what that was.
Oh, okay. I missed that. Sorry.
Okay. So having successfully defended the kitty from the owls, you all are out of initiative now.
I've never seen such aggressive owls.
Is this out of the ordinary for this region? Or do we just wander into their territory?
Nibbles?
I mean, certainly an owl trying to grab a small animal as a snack is not out of the ordinary. I don't think it's unusual that then that creature's friends would be mad at the things that killed it.
Counterpoint. Lunch?
No, it's burned.
Also,
Smells
this means
nice though.
also, Andrea, does this mean that you were occasionally kidnapped by owls as a child?
Was that a short joke?
It was more a, are you sure that, walking in the jungle as a child, you weren't under attack by these owls when you were a kid?
First, this is not a jungle. This is the suburbs. Second, no, I don't know. Never thought about it. Something family protecting spell or something. I don't know. Never asked.
Sheesh, how's your cat?
He is wounded only in pride.
Okay.
Well, at least this breaks the monotony of the walking.
Suppose we shall have to keep a closer eye on our surroundings.
Always.
Mhm. So, as I recall, this was at the very beginning of the day. Who would like to roll the d20 for the day's travel?
I'm pretty sure we already rolled one, didn't we?
Did we?
Isn't that what that was?
No.
Oh.
Let me have a look. Ah, yes. Liz rolled a 9. Okay. So as you travel through the forest for the remainder of the day, begins to get a little thinner, signaling that you think you're getting closer towards the edge. Is there anything anybody's doing while you're traveling?
I don't think so.
I think Lycra just finds one of the bigger leaves and slips it into a book to get a pressed leaf. That's about it.
Okay.
I took a log to Liz.
About what?
I don't know. About life, about lunch, about what's your life.
I think Liz is trying to get you to mostly talk about the forest and Feywild and things like that, and taking notes like they're supposed to be doing.
Yeah. She you need to skew Spring on time to time so she doesn't go in a branch. But yeah,
What do you mean go in a branch? Like,
like on a talking branch. Like
A
she's
Tangents.
tangent?
yeah tangent. Sorry.
I thought you meant she was actually bonking her head on the
Yeah, me
low-hanging
too.
branches.
to be
Lol.
honest, I did too. I thought she got so distracted that she was just like walks into a branch.
I mean, let's be honest, that probably happens at least once.
Yeah.
Liz is just using her telekinetic powers just gently readjust Spring to keep her in the right path.
Mhm. I'm going to take Jamie's comment as keeping an eye on the surroundings as impetus to request a perception check from Estella.
Sure.
Okay. Cool.
I'm also looking for cool rocks.
What?
Um, Actually, towards the end of the day, you do find a very small fragment of a orangey colored rock.
Do I know what kind of rock this is?
You could make I guess, a nature check. It's kind of familiar to something that you've seen before, but you can't quite place it.
I'll put it in my pocket and think about it.
Mm-hmm. Andrea, you know, so by the very end of the day, when it's starting to get dark, right, actually, as Estella finds this rock, you know you're pretty close to the place, but you know, you're just certain of the general area, not the specific place. So it's up to you if you want to search in the night or if you want to just wait until morning.
Yeah, we'll let everyone know that we're coming. It's around here.
It's not a fucking dragon egg fragment, is it? Or dragon scale?
Is not a scale, but as you're thinking about it, it does kind of feel like the same texture as the red dragon eggs you found in the. It's a very small fleck though, like maybe a quarter inch across.
So, I pick it up and I'm just kind of like fiddling with it in my pocket for like 10 minutes, and then I realize what it is and say, "Guys, we gotta go back. Stop, turn around." I found a piece of dragon egg.
Oh.
It just took me a while to figure out what it was. I want to go back to the place I found it and do scour the area for more.
Okay. Let's get investigation checks from anybody who's looking.
Sure.
God damn it!
Does Ares react in any way to the flick of the shell? Actual?
Is Estella handing it to her, showing it to her, or anything?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, she will look it over and confirm that yes, that is in fact a fragment of the egg.
Of your egg?
A copper egg.
How do you know that?
She holds it up. It looks kind of like a piece of copper. And it is also a dragon egg. In, like, texture. It's a very distinct texture. Let's see here. Andrea, the one thing you notice about the area is it is distinctly lacking the impact crater or anything that could resemble it like you were remembering.
Yeah, this is not the place. Like, we are around here, but this is not the place yet.
Let's see. I will say, Lycra, with that investigation, you actually focus more on the fragment than the surroundings. You notice that this is an incredibly strong material. Like just holding it in your hands, it feels even stronger than like a piece of metal would. Like you can't bend it or deform it in any way. For everybody else's investigations, you scour the area and maybe find one more incredibly small fleck of it, but there's a lot more somewhere else, you imagine.
Okay.
Postulating a theory. Do you think perhaps these two parts were actually just scooped up by primitive scavengers, crows or something, to use as a tool? Because this would make a very effective scraping or rubbing tool. It's really durable.
I don't know.
Are the edges of it blunted at all?
Not in the slightest. They are still. It looks like this egg cracked freshly yesterday. Or 2 minutes ago.
Could it be that it exploded so hard when it got here that this is the out of range of the explosion radius?
Eris remembers exiting her egg. It did not explode.
To say that would be inconsistent with how every other egg in the universe is hatched.
Yeah.
Except for
Also,
Phoenix.
If it exploded, I think there'd be bigger pieces farther out than the littler pieces. The little
Is
pieces don't have enough mass.
being an archaeologist, looking at the um, fragment, has it been weathered at all, or is it literally fresh?
It is as fresh as the day.
And
It
thinking
has
back,
been either it is not Eris's egg, or it is completely unaffected by time in any way.
to when we saw the red dragon eggs, were they weathered and decayed via time?
I don't know what I said then, but no.
So it's consistent across multiple species that they don't degrade.
Yes.
Does it, like, I just look at a cell, does it feel like it, like weight wise, does it feel like copper?
Does it have the same density as metal?
No. It's lighter than you would expect a piece of metal of similar size and strength to be.
Okay. No, it feels like. Well, it feels like egg.
Like, looking at it, you feel like you should just be able to put your 2 fingers on either side and squeeze, and it would, like, bend in half. But no.
I think Lycra's probably right that something picked this up and moved it, or the elements might have scattered them out here. And given that we haven't found any more,
Can we we could take the time and set up a small dig and see if we can find them. They're
well, that's
probably
what we've been doing. That is what we have been doing.
Yeah, that is what you've been doing.
okay. So, given 200 years of weather and how, Estella, chuck it. How far can you throw it?
I throw it straight up in the air.
Give me a
A
strength
strength
check.
check?
Yeah.
I would like to use the dodge action.
Okay. Air resistance eventually takes over, so it goes like, I don't know, 2 feet in the air, and then not
2 feet.
quite flutters. Yeah, it's like trying to throw a feather.
Okay.
It's not aerodynamically shaped. So, as light as it is compared to its surface area, you can't really chuck it very far.
So from that, could we figure out sort of how far it could have gone?
As far as like an explosion flinging it?
Yeah, like from it being hatched, and let's say a small dragon, bursts out of an egg with its wings fully stretched, flinging pieces willy nilly.
If that was what brought it here, you would have found more.
Okay, so it is a miscellaneous fragment for sure.
Yeah, it got caught on something, or something picked it up, like you said, or
Weather.
it was just stuck on Eris's head and fell off as she was leaving.
Okay, well, maybe we just continue on and just we keep our eye out, see if we see more.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So you want to go ahead and keep searching tonight in the dark?
I think that's rather futile since most of us can't see colors in the dark.
That's true. Dark vision is grayscale. Is my dark vision grayscale?
Do you have Devil's Sight?
Yes.
No.
I can see normally in darkness. Okay.
All right. So you will go ahead and set up a camp for the evening.
Yeah.
Anything happening as you set up camp?
I think Lycra's going to go sit working on a thing.
Yes, you can put down a charge towards the thing.
I gonna read a lot.
Make sure you mark off the spell slot too.
Yep.
Yes, same deal. Another, I guess, was it 6 hours? You have to transfer 4, right?
Yeah, I need to transfer 4. Last night was 8. So 8 more.
That would only let you transfer 2 hours. Did I say 10 or 12?
10.
12. I think last one you did for 12. I think we stopped a little early.
You wanna be 6 now? Like today?
Yeah, I think it'll be 10 hours tonight. So if you want to get your full trance in, it'll be 6. Or you can
Okay.
take a point of exhaustion. That's up to you.
Okay. No. How much do I need to read? Doesn't say.
I'm pretty sure it says somewhere. Let me look at it.
Isn't it 24 hours and 6 days? So 48 hours.
Yeah. It is 48 hours in 6 days, yes.
That's a lot.
We're gonna have to sit for a day. Ah. Nothing. I'll see if I can't pull some bullshit tomorrow.
I'm suddenly terrified.
Because my bullshit is good.
Okay. So is everybody just off to sleep for the night?
I have one thing I need to do.
Oh, okay.
I need to dream to contact Metis to see if he found the lady.
Okay. Roll me roll me a 100. You need a 10 or lower. He has not yet located her. He will continue trying.
Okay.
He
In that
started
case-
in like the hospital and that kind of thing, and didn't find anybody
Sure.
matching the description.
In that case, can I try and get her in a dream?
The woman?
Yeah.
Link the spell, please.
This is the...
Yeah, I mean, that qualifies. Where's the part about willing creature?
Wisdom saving throw. Nope, that's not it. This might be the non-edited version.
No, it's the most recent version. Reading the higher level, I changed that this time, like a week ago. I don't know. I don't think there's a point in rolling a you can feel her try to resist, but yeah, actually, she tries to resist, and you have the option. Like, she's not going to be able to if you really want to pull her in. So you have the choice at that point.
No, I want to pull her in.
Okay. Where do the two of you appear?
So it's been a long time since we've covered this, but I want to be at the entrance to the underneath the city where Metis is. Like, if I was
Okay.
going to show her this, go to this person, he can keep you safe. This is like this is the place to go.
Gotcha. Okay, the two of you appear there, and she looks around, sort of confused, like you would expect if somebody suddenly teleported in their dream.
Mhm.
What?
Hello?
What?
Do you remember me?
You receive a blank stare and a look of confusion.
Okay.
Sorry, who is this person again?
The woman that was being killed in her dream.
Okay.
Do you remember 2 nights ago having a very bad and scary dream?
Just a dream. She looks around a little bit. Is this a dream?
Yes. And no.
She suddenly gets a look of, I guess, remembering something,
Mm-hmm.
and starts to back away from you, scared.
I am not the creature that did that to you. You don't need to worry. I am, however, curious as to why she might have gone to the trouble of targeting you. And I look at her very intently to see if there's any, like, any recognition, anything
Guile.
that, any guile or any guilt.
Okay, first make a persuasion check,
Sure.
and then make a perception or insight. I guess probably insight.
Ugh.
Okay, she seems to believe you that you are not a threat to her and calms down a little bit. She's still a little wary
Mhm.
and weary actually. Um, but you get no deception off of her up until about 5 seconds ago. It was a dream that she had already forgotten about.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure it's not important. Be that as it may, I would be a bit concerned that she might try to do what she did again. However, there is someone in Vroggoll that can help keep you safe. Will you seek him out for me?
Who?
His name is Mattis.
I don't think she has any recognition at the name.
Okay. I just realized how risky that what I'm doing is.
As you consider, you hear in the very distance a very tiny "ow."
Logan.
Can I call out to Logan?
I mean, you can shout. I don't.
Can I whistle with the dog?
I don't think he's close enough to
Okay,
hearing.
that's fine.
It was just atmospheric.
I will point out the entrance to the underbelly of the city.
Mhm.
And I will say that he lives in there, underneath. He's one of the caretakers of the city. He's a good man and a good friend. Much more powerful mage than I am.
Okay. Since there is a small amount of deception in what you're saying, I would like you to just make a charisma check instead of persuasion.
How about a deception check?
I mean, you're not really lying to her. You're just not telling the whole truth.
Give me my friggin' proficiency bonus.
No.
Damn it.
Okay. I mean, that's still above average. She tells you that she will, but you get the sense that she hasn't made up her mind one way or the other yet.
Okay. What's your name?
Ah, shit. I don't know. What does she say? You tell me.
I'm not naming your NPCs for you.
He's in this side of the table, so she doesn't have to do that anymore.
Exactly.
Marigold.
There you go.
Marigold. All right.
Thank you.
You guys aren't gonna come up with them. You're gonna get my dumb names.
My name's Estella.
She nods at you, I guess. She's not sure what to do at this point. Like, she looks around. Dude, what do I do?
You wake up. And hopefully you stay out of this place. It's not safe.
She looks around, is kind of confused, and like pinches her arm.
I'll let the spell go.
Okay.
I will hope that she does the smart thing.
Well, at the very least, you have implanted the firm belief in her mind that pinching herself in the arm will wake her up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. So, everybody's going to sleep.
Mm-hmm. Watch order?
I'll take third.
Liz trance is between 1 and 5 a.m.
I'm reading.
I'll take first with Andrea.
Okay, Andrea can give perception at disadvantage.
Yeah. Spring is distracted enough to actually look around.
Okay. So, through the first watch of the night, the sounds of the forest surround you. Still, at one point, you hear some rustling in a tree nearby, but you're not able to spot whatever's causing it.
Okay.
And it's time to wake up the next watch. Anybody volunteering?
If no one
This is
volunteers,
Liz trancing time.
if no one volunteers, Lycra eventually rolls over and goes, oh, God damn it.
All right. Let's get that perception. Ooh. You actually do spot some more birds in trees, roosting for the night. At one point, one kind of shuffles its wings and makes some noise, but nothing out of the ordinary. As third watch rolls around,
Quietly pulls Annika into her lap and starts combing his back. No bird attack.
he gives you the old engine purring. Let's get rolls from third watch.
Third. Nope.
All right. So as the evening passes quietly, everybody can mark down a long rest as the sun comes up.
It is summertime.
Summertime. And what would you like to do with the day?
I guess we keep going.
Nope. My
Yep.
goal was the mountain, so
I imagine. Well, our first stop is where Eris's egg was.
yeah.
I imagine we're going kind of slow, looking for more egg fragments.
Okay.
I tried to assess with Ares, like more or less what direction where should we going, because this is fine detailing now.
Yes. So you may make independent history checks or one with advantage. That's up to you. And what this is going to do is reduce the DC of the group investigation check.
Let's say me an advantage.
Okay. Beat a 16. Oh no.
Oh no.
You did not. Okay, so you've narrowed it down to the general area, but not enough to get a reduction to the DC, unfortunately. So I need the group to make an investigation check. The average needs to be 18.
Do I roll two?
Before
Yes.
that, I am going to drop inspiration on Estella.
May I
Oh,
suggest somebody
One
else?
spell, sorry.
Yeah, somebody who hasn't already rolled.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
And
then-
you all can, if you want to group up and make 3 rolls at advantage or whatever, you can do that too.
Then I will give the inspiration to Ashish instead.
Okay.
Liz just naturally gets advantage, so.
Ooh, good rolls.
But can't roll anyways for investigation.
Ashish, don't forget your D10 bonus with your investigation.
Yeah, you can make that.
That's a sheath, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay, that's all 6?
Yeah.
Yes. So that is 3 above 18, no natural ones. That's a success. It does take you a little while, so I'll say about midday. You do finally find the clearing. It's very overgrown at this point, but there is a definite, for lack of a better word, crater that has been, covered in undergrowth of the forest. But you do locate the majority of a hatched egg where you expect to find it.
You found it. How big is it?
Maybe, I don't know, 75 centimeters tall, like 2 feet or so. It would about come up to a average person's knee standing up, and it's egg shaped, so however wide that would be.
It looks so much bigger when I found it for the first time.
So, I guess my first order of business is to try and confirm that yes, this fell here.
Based on what is essentially an impact crater, I don't think you even really need to roll.
Okay. Is it a straight down crater? Is it angled?
It is angled to give you an indication as to what direction it was flung from, which
Okay.
is the mountain.
Okay. Does anyone have the ability to fly here?
Not it.
Liz does.
Liz, can you fly up and see if you see any other impact craters that look like this?
Liz pulls out her mantle, goes flying as a dragon.
Okay. You can make me a perception check, and given your height advantage, I will give you advantage. You do a fairly thorough sweep of the area and find no similar impact craters.
Does she find anything else interesting in the process?
This is a fairly uninhabited section of the forest. So, no, actually, it's just forest. The only interesting feature within a reasonable amount of flight time around the area is this crater. However, hold on, what did you roll last night?
9?
28.
Yeah. So you do notice some sort of large bird that looks really familiar sitting in one of the trees.
If she moves towards it, does it leave or?
Yes. Generally, any kind of creature that has a dragon diving towards it would flee.
Not diving, like just, kind of move in that direction as she just kind of drifts over the area.
Okay, in that case, make a deception check. Okay. Yeah, you don't. In just casual flight, you don't disturb it. But at one point, you do get kind of close to it, and the wind from the wings moves the tree a little bit, and then it takes off.
Okay. Liz will move back to her, to the group and be like, "No, Crater. We do have a very similar bird following us."
Another owl?
I'm guessing it was an owl because Nibbles didn't say it was an owl.
I can't remember. I told Shamey last week. I told you saw an owl, right?
Yes.
Okay. It was an owl then, but different owl from the owls that grabbed the cat.
Yeah, it was an owl, but it wasn't the same type.
We'll say this was a barn owl or something. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's that person who asked for help a couple days ago.
Who?
I don't know. I say to the party, I I don't know. Could be good, bad, or worse. So, ah,
I was just making a bad owl joke. Sorry.
ah, low.
Billy Owlish.
Oh my god. It's the bad guy.
I hate you both. I'm out of here.
Does Aries has any reaction to the egg?
I mean, it is a curiosity. You don't get the sense that she's like sentimentally attached or anything.
You don't want to keep it?
I mean,
Isn't
really.
it a bit like keeping your own placenta?
She wrinkles her nose at you.
Some people do that.
No, they don't keep the one they were born in, though.
Some people do that.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, parents do.
It is true.
Also, the belly button cord thing. Ugh.
Moving on.
She now, instead of ambivalent to the situation, looks a little disgusted.
Lycra was going to ask if she could make arrowheads, but we'll leave it alone now.
No,
Oh.
it's just no.
In considering that, from what you can tell of it so far, you would not be able to make arrowheads out of this.
Doesn't have the weight for it.
It is not, as far as you can tell, workable in any fashion.
Liz would like to do a detect magic to figure out if the eggshell has any magical essence on it.
Okay.
And if it's the same as
As Eris
same,
is.
yeah.
Yes. What is the range on detect magic? 60 feet, I think.
It's 30 or 60. 30.
30. Okay. Yeah. It is. It is not magical now, but you can tell that it was, and it is a similar type of feeling to Eris.
I want to say that not an idea that Andrea would have at all, but maybe Stella would have. This might be hella expensive somewhere.
You are probably correct.
Great, more. Sorry.
I will gather up some of the larger shards and stuff it in my bag and sell it when we get back to the prime material.
Do you mention this out loud?
I don't think I announce it, but if anybody sees me doing it, I'm not going to hide it.
Okay. I mean specifically the idea that it might be worth something.
Oh. No, I'm just taking shit.
I think Eris would notice and be like, just very neutrally, like, question what you're doing.
I'm just gathering some of the large pieces.
You sense that it's getting weird.
Oh, yeah.
I will stop at 10 pieces.
I will chime in with something non-related. Like, yeah, it could work for like, I don't know. Didn't you need some attunement items for spells? So this could work to, I don't know, find another dragons and stuff. Summer goes in a rant of not knowing what magic is.
Okay. The two of you can both give me deception checks, or one with you at advantage.
No, this is genuine Summer's uh, like flow of mind.
Okay. Estella uses that as cover, and Eris seems to be mollified. She mutters something about probably the bad idea to leave it laying around anyway. Don't want it falling into the wrong hands.
Do you want us to bury it? How?
Lycra stands behind Estella with a sign that says hands and points down.
It was fairly buried before you got here, so you could just put everything back, and people that weren't specifically looking for it and knew it was here would probably never find it.
Can I grab just like a really small fragment and try and use Druidcraft to like decompose it a bit?
You can certainly try, and it has 0 effect whatsoever.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know that this is gonna decompose at all.
Nope. Also, I'm glad dragons don't breed fast.
Yeah.
Because the world would just be covered in eggshells.
Well, Eris says, we kind of choose when to hatch.
Were you conscious inside that?
It was kind of like I was asleep. I knew what was going on around me, but...
Ooh, did you hear any conversations where you were in there? Or did you feel like thrown away by a big cannon?
Let me make a roll for her. Where's her sheet? Holy crap. Here we go. What's history, intelligence?
Yes.
It's all kind of, like when you wake up and you remember that you were dreaming, but you can't really remember what you were dreaming.
Oh, yeah.
All I remember is you were the first intelligent creature that had come around for a very long time.
And I left. I'm sorry.
It worked out.
I feel like Summer would give her a big, squeegee hug.
She returns the hug.
Well, we came, we saw, we found nothing.
I mean, we found a thing, and we got a direction.
We confirmed what we knew, Eris says.
So there's that other guy that was supposed to be just out here somewhere. Cornell.
Ooh,
Do
that
we
gives me
dare
an-
look for this person?
That gives me an idea. I know we have trashed this place already, but is there any sign of we from a couple days ago being here or other people being here? Tracks.
I will say that Lycra specifically, since she had the highest investigation, did in fact uncover some branches that look like they had been intentionally put back over what you found.
Estella, I think you druid crafted a layer of cover over this once already.
Oh, perfect. Let me do another.
Hmm.
I will do another.
Okay. Just give me an Arcana check. All right. It's not perfect, but
Mm-hmm.
you cover it up as best you can and assume that time will do the rest.
Yeah.
Well, I guess next destination is the mountain.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
And while we walk, I wonder about if we're gonna find a book that describes what dragons normally do with their eggs.
Okay. So this is basically right on the edge of the forest between the forest and the plains. So as you continue for the rest of the day, you are pretty quickly out in the open. And I think now is a good time to go ahead and take a 5-minute break.
Yeah,
Sounds
gonna
good.
get, gonna give me a sandwich.
Pee break.
Ye BRB.
Bach.
Welcome back.
Bok.
Trovesti. I can't follow that joke up properly, Ty, but good joke. Hey, Cathanid.
I'm back.
And also, hey, Jamie. Hey, Jamie, you know classical music, right?
Sure.
Ty made a good joke, and I wanted to find out if there was an appropriate one that you could do in response, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. Ty, when I said back, Ty said, buck. Like, as in, the Mozart, dun. Is there any
No,
other...
that was Beethoven.
Okay, sure. But you get the... using the words in the...
Yes.
Are there any others that would make a joke like that off the top of your head, or is that too complicated?
Well, I mean,
This is D&D time, not music theory.
it's also like you're using the word Bach in a Beethoven song.
Yeah, well, leave me alone. I'm awful.
Leave me alone, I'm also awful, and I thought it was perfect.
I have returned.
Thank you, save us from the music theory conversation.
I'll be
You
back.
started it.
Yes, I
You
did.
dug your own graves, guys. Sorry.
Absolutely, it's my fault. Anyways.
Feel like I missed something.
You did.
Okay.
Something Yeti.
Is everybody here?
Here.
Lemau.
I perceive that I am present.
Hmm. Me? Meow. Okay. So you continue on traveling across the plains for the rest of the day. Is there anything anybody wants to accomplish in the next 24 hours? I don't think we need to go through the whole night rolling everything out here.
Enchanting.
Yes, go ahead and mark one more off.
Reading.
Yes, 6 more hours.
So, just never really got around to my bullshit yesterday, but Liz was going to use, well, I cannot remember his name of spell, but the one invisible hand to keep a mage hand to keep a book in front of Andrea's head, so she can walk and read at the same time.
Ooh.
I'm gonna unfortunately have to rule that this isn't just reading. It says this book contains coordination and balance exercises, and its words are charged with magic. So I think it's more of a you have to do stuff while you're reading. So you cannot travel and read at the same time, unfortunately.
My bullshit has been defeated.
Yeah. I thought your bullshit was involving a D100 roll.
No, that bullshit's been going elsewhere.
Gotcha.
I also forgot to do that roll, but anyways.
You did one for this morning, didn't you? Yes, you are still on the same day as the one before Andrea's history check.
So at the end of this day, or like at the next morning, I guess it's autumn.
Mhm.
Um, she will say to the group, "So at this pace, I'm not gonna be able to read it in time. Could we? I know. I don't know actually if we're in a rush. Could we have a day off?"
I don't see why not.
It sounds like no one
Sorry.
else has a strong opinion.
I'm sorry for
I'm-
the inconvenience.
Yeah, I'm fine with whatever.
Okay. So this day you all are just kind of chilling then, or do you want to do it later?
Now?
I mean, if characters are feeling tired,
Um,
do it now.
are we in the plains? Like, if we're gonna have a day, we should probably do it before we get to the forest around the mountain.
Yeah, you are. This is the beginning of your first day waking up in the plains.
Yeah, let's do it in the plains.
Yeah. I would say do it now in the plains, so we're not near the border of the forest, where something could come out of the forest and eat us.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see it coming from the plains for the most part, because it's flat.
Sorry for the inconvenience. I will pay it back to you.
Okay. So you spend a day staying in one place. That's fine. I will say during the day you can get another 12 hours in, and then that night, if you keep going, that'll be 6 more, which will leave you, by my calculations, 6 more over the next 2 days.
Give me a second.
How many charges can I do in a day down, or can I only do one charge a day no matter what?
One charge a day, no matter what.
Thank you.
Merci.
Estella is going to take an afternoon nap so that I can spend less time sleeping at night because I want to have an extended dream.
Ooh, all right.
I still need to make, because this was the 6th day. No, this was the 5th day. Okay.
This was the 4th day by my count.
No, this is the 5th.
You
2
had
hours.
8.
No, 2.
2. When did 2 happen?
I don't know. I started by 2.
Okay, then yes, it is the 5th day.
Yeah. So
But you only need 4 hours.
I add up to 40.
Because I had 8, then 6, then another 6, and now 18 more.
Yes. Plus the 2 that I have, that's 40. And it's 48 hours that I need to do?
Yeah.
I need to do
So
8
we're gonna be here for 2 days, or you're not sleeping tonight.
No, you have one more day left.
and I need to do 8 hours. So I think I cannot blast through another day of just stunning. So let's walk and finish the walk early. And I have a night session of reading. And then I get the thing.
Wait. Okay, so you had 2 hours. Then you had 8 hours.
Yes.
Then you had 2 nights of 6 hours, which is 12.
Yes.
Then you had 12 hours during the day today.
Yes.
Then you had 6 hours that night.
Yes.
Yeah, that's 40. I don't know how I was screwing that up. Yeah, so you do have 8 hours left when you wake up the next day.
Okay.
So that will be up to you.
So my thing is just let's do another day of walking, and we finish early, still in the in the grass, in the fields, and I finish the 8 hours reading then.
Okay. Yeah, it's relatively easy to stop early that day. So that covers Stella, Lycra, Andrea, Corwin, and she's
Corwin really doesn't have much going on right now, so
Neither does a sheath, I think.
anything from Liz.
I think Liz just wanders.
Lycra loans Ashish the hairbrush for Cat.
Okay. So you wake up the day after the day. So Liz, if you want to give me another second one.
I'm on the wrong side of the die is the problem.
Yeah. Yeah, that's lower. Okay. And you set off for the morning?
Yeah,
Heading north. And
north,
around about good.
north east.
Yes. And around about midday, you all come across an area of the plains that is scorched, and in the center of this scorched area are the carcasses of 4 large, very familiar looking blue creatures. These are behirs. Or perhaps just behir. I don't know what the plural is.
They were, right?
Yes, they are rather dead.
Are the Behir the ones that were helping with the weird experiment creature?
No, these are the lizard-like creatures that attacked Eris earlier. They seem to want to eat copper dragons.
Do coppers breathe fire?
No, they breathe acid and sleep gas.
Is this a fire scorched or an acid scorched?
In fact, I think y'all probably have high enough passives that you get some fire, some acid, and some lightning.
Oh, that's interesting.
Did they shoot lightning or no?
They did, yes.
Can we assess how recent this is?
Make a roll relevant to that.
Lycra will attempt nature.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for survival then.
Okay.
Ugh.
It's fairly fresh. Putting your heads together, you're not really sure, but you'd say like a week ago.
Behir can fly, right?
no, they're wings.
Yeah, they don't have wings. They sort of run and jump a lot, but they don't truly fly.
Okay.
Last time we found them in water. There's no water around, right?
Correct. There's no water around here now. I will just tell you that they weren't necessarily living in the water. That just happened to be where they were.
Possibly some family needs around then. Wait, some cats and red dragons? What are the color shoot fire? Gold?
Anybody that wants to can make perception, investigation, nature.
History?
Nature.
Oh, jeez.
This is a general roll for everyone.
Yeah, anybody that wants to make a roll to gather information from the surrounding area or the past or knowledge.
What were the choices?
I'll accept anything that you think's relevant here. Okay. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Okay, I know what I'd roll. It might not lead to anything, but
Oh, I'm sorry. There were 2 rolls from Liker there. Interesting. So, putting all of your amazing rolls together.
And mine.
Yeah, and Andrea helped. You determined very quickly that the fire was from Corwin. The acid was from Eris.
Oh, we did this.
This is where the majority of your previously felt injuries and supplies were consumed and used and received. And in fact, you find, I think it was 2 empty bottles of healing potions that you had previously not had. To the point where you feel like this is the big fight that happened when you were not, while you were on your travels.
How many Behir there were, like carcasses around?
4.
How many we fought before?
2.
Okay, this was toughy.
It strikes you as weird that this is where the big fight happened and not further on.
Maybe they were tracking us through the forest.
It's weird that I've never heard of these Behirs, and we have encountered them twice now.
With that information, Nibbles, does it feel like we were heading to the other forest still, or leaving the other forest when the ambush happened?
On the rolls that you made to figure out the time frame for this, you can't really tell.
Too many footprints, can't tell whether we were coming or going.
Yeah, could have been either. From everybody's look around here, you do know that you... No, I guess you don't know.
You know that? No, you don't know that.
Well, I said that you didn't know the answer, and then I was about to give you the answer. So that doesn't work.
If Liz's Arcana check did anything useful,
That was
any magic
probably what determined it was Corwin's fireball.
Okay, but there's no magic there that she doesn't recognize?
No. No spells were cast by people that you can't identify the sources of. So there's, some residual wibbly bits, probably a residual Eldritch Blast or 2, a transformation spell, fireball, that kind of thing.
Is there remains of Estella running away?
Hey.
Actually, you probably do find a T-Rex footprint.
Some shattered trees from the Eldritch Blast that missed.
Well, there's no trees around there. In the
Pock
wide
marks on the
open
ground.
plains.
All right. Well, that explains that at least.
Mm-hmm. Notably absent from around here is any spell that might explain why your memory is missing, though.
Yep.
It's possible that happened further on. Judging by the damage here, we obviously won. And it looks like we didn't suffer too much. Right.
Or this happened as we were coming back.
True. Kind of 6 to 1, half a dozen the other. Actually, is there from like how things landed, like gouge marks in the ground? We kind of tell generally what side of the plane we were facing when we were fighting. Like, were we facing north? Were we facing south?
I think that's still all wrapped up in the time frame roll, unfortunately.
Fair enough.
Yeah, because like we could be hit from the front or from behind.
Yeah.
I think there's not much more to find here. Just keep walking.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you head on for the rest of the day. Andrea, mid-afternoon, as you're walking, you notice Eris's head kind of snaps up like she hears something.
Mm-hmm.
And after a while, she just kind of shrugs it off and keeps walking.
I don't ask, but give her a look like if she wants to share.
She gives you a shrug like she doesn't understand what that was. She's like, weird.
Shrug emoji.
Yeah.
Okay.
And as you continue on, you catch her a couple times just staring at the mountain off in the distance, but kind of unconsciously, if that makes sense. And as the sun begins to set, I would say you are about half a day's travel from the edge of the forest. And you'd estimate another day through the forest to get to the mountain.
And I need to read a lot.
Ah, yes.
Okay.
You do stop a little early for that.
Okay. I put on full university
Finish
study,
cramming.
yeah, like final tests mode.
Student cramming when they realize that, oh crap, the test is in 8 hours.
Okay. And I'll just, real quick, anybody have anything for the night?
Not tonight.
1 charge, please.
1 charge.
May I have 1 charge as a treat?
You can't have that thing finished before we figure out what it actually is. Okay.
Probably.
So go ahead. Andrea can take your bonus. You can take your charge. Everybody else can have a long rest. And the next day, as you travel through the forest. Somebody go ahead and give me a D20 roll for today.
I'll do it.
I'm speedier now. Kind of Sonic.
Gotta go fast.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the day proceeds pretty uneventfully. You approach the foot of the mountain as the sun is setting. What do you do?
Do we take a moment maybe to stop and observe, see if we see anything
Yeah.
on the mountain, like significant caves or things flying around it? Maybe stuff that might have made its home here.
We've reached to the
Foot of the mountain.
Foot of the mountain, yes.
Lycra investigates to see where we camped last time.
Okay. I won't even have you roll. You don't find anything. At this point, you feel like the trip is probably different enough that the timing is off by now. So you would have camped, a half day behind or, something like that.
Curses silently under her breath. Do I try to convince them to go back a half day?
It doesn't seem like it would help you. So I take it from what you were saying, you keep a little bit of distance and don't walk out into the open, that kind of thing?
I don't know. Does Corwin give that instruction?
What were we looking at again? Sorry, I have a bit of a fog in my brain today. I apologize.
You have arrived near the base of the mountain at dusk and are trying to decide how to proceed.
I don't want to climb the mountain at night. I think that's dangerous.
I would agree with that.
I think we take time, maybe observe, see if we see anything flying around. Like, it's dusk, so you would probably see a switch between daytime fauna and nighttime fauna as well, so we can kind of see what's in the area too.
I'm gonna also do a quick scout around, so to see what's around in general, being hidden though.
Okay. Make me a stealth check.
I think your theory is solid, Corwin.
Is this the kind of thing that maybe Ashish would go along with as well?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a stealth check also.
I want to say that I say nothing to Ashish. He just pop-ups right beside me.
You're not that stealthy.
Like, oh, jeez.
And don't forget also, Ashish, you can, if you choose to do so, make these rolls at advantage now with the cloak.
Why would I not?
Oh, jeez. Okay. So the two of you move very silently through the forest. Depending on what you want to do, I will say either perception or investigation.
Holy.
What?
Yeah, that's reliable talent.
That is reliable talent. Jeez. All right. Give me 1 second, please.
Remember, rogues are kind of busted.
Well, only for things they're proficient in.
Okay. So, Ashish, you do notice some footprints in a soft piece of earth, not too far from where you are. But in the rest of your search, you uncover plenty of things, animals, plants, but nothing that strikes you as out of the ordinary. The only thing out of the ordinary are the footprints. You would estimate them to be humanoid footprints. Probably can't get much more out of it than that, but they are relatively fresh.
Just as suggesting something that might be obvious, is there a tread to them, like a boot, or is it a foot?
It is a foot.
Okay.
And it's not ours.
No, it's smaller than anybody you're traveling with.
There are more people here then.
Yeah, so you all, after a short period of time, return to the group. I assume report your findings.
Okay, and asking Andrea, since she's our resident expert, do you know of any other groups, peoples here that might fit that footprint?
Do you
Is that
know anything about this forest?
it's like the equivalent of like Feywild halflings or gnomes or something in here.
Do I know?
Sorry,
I don't know. I feel like Andrea doesn't know a lot, but at least we'll know like if there is another quote unquote city here.
Yeah, as far as you know, there's not a population of people here. Like, there could certainly be hermits living in the middle of the forest that you would have no idea about, but it's not like you've gone from Paris to Frankfurt or anything like that.
Mm-hmm. So I guess I answered to Kerwin with oh.
What's everybody's passive perception? Or I guess I should more accurately say, does anybody have a passive perception of 20 or higher?
She does.
No, sir.
Anybody that has a passive perception of 20 or higher, here's a twig snap in the forest behind you.
How far back? Does Lycra think it's 10 feet back or a mile back?
Between 60 and 120 feet back.
Lycra goes walking. Lycra's still standing there.
Okay. Make me stealth at advantage. You, after a fairly short period of time, manage to locate without being located yourself what appears to be an approximately 12 to 15-year-old elven boy watching the group from the woods.
Is he in a tree or on the ground or?
I'll say at this point he's hiding behind a tree. He's fairly difficult to spot, but he rolled low.
Let me just quickly read this. Yes, it's not concentration. I will use sending on the boy. And I'll just send him a... Are you finding anything interesting?
I think at that, he jumps as though startled and begins running at a 90-degree angle to the group away.
No, he doesn't.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay, give me a second.
Ah yes, the dance.
The dance of their people.
Is Lycra always yelling, "Stop! Hammer time."
No, she just snaps her fingers and says dance.
Okay, yeah, he doesn't seem to have anything that would prevent that.
If it's an elf, is no, it's not immune charm, resistant charm.
Elves are immune to charm.
Lycra will grab the boy's collar and drag him back to the group.
Elves,
Okay.
elves have advantage against being charmed.
Oh, sorry, I was thinking a different edition.
And what this is wisdom saving throw, right?
Yep.
So actually, the first round after he begins dancing, he stops dancing and tries to run away again.
Lycra will attempt to grapple.
All right.
Oh, bugger. Oh, athletics instead of strength?
I think it's strength for the person initiating the grapple, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Is it strength or athletics, regardless of if you're initiating or resisting? Like you can use either or.
It's athletics to grapple. It's strength or athletics to resist.
Okay, so then it would actually be like 4 points higher because I have athletics. So,
Okay, so 10.
let me just double check. 3. It would be an 8.
An 8. Okay, so he does not. He's certainly not strong enough to power his way out of it, but he is fairly quick, so he tries to evade and fails.
And Lycra starts dragging him back towards the party. Just who are you? Oh, right. Let me just check languages. Okay. So Lycra knows normal Elvish, not Fey. So she might be talking really weird to the kid. Have we established yet whether or not the Fey elves speak Elvish or Sylvan?
The Andrea's people speak Sylvan. You don't know what language the Fae speak.
Okay. Well, Lycra's talking in Elvish because she hoped the kid would understand, but she's dragging the kid back towards the party.
He does not. He seems to have no idea.
And the mirage of Lycra has turned around and is just pointing in the direction of where she's walking from.
Yeah. As that is all going on, you notice that Eris is no longer with you. And in fact, you've Lycra feel her hand on your shoulder as you are dragging the child.
Where is Eris?
Eh?
Presumably, we can hear Lycra making this ruckus.
Yeah, she's not very far away, so.
Lycra?
I think as you hear Estella calling for you, you hear Eris say, I don't think he's a threat.
I don't think he's a threat either, but I also need to know why he's watching us. Did a Fae hire him? And I don't think he understands me either.
They are staring at each other rather intently.
Lycra will stand him up straight and let him look at the dragon and not let go, but shift her grip to something less aggressive. The whole parent standing holding the kid's shoulders.
Okay. You get the sense that you have kind of ceased to exist in his mind at the moment. And this is probably the same time at which everybody else is arriving on the scene.
Mm-hmm.
So you see Eris and this kid, like, oblivious to everything else, just staring at one another, and Lycra is kind of their hands on shoulders.
There's 2 Lycras,
not
though.
knowing what's going on.
I would like to use Eldritch Sight to see if I can determine if this kid is Like Eris?
Elder Sight is detect magic.
Yes.
Looks pretty similar, yeah.
I want to say that Andreas starts to talk in Sylvan like, "Hello, little kid, and we are blah 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 blah." Not being heard.
Estella says, I think Eris might have just found a relative.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cousins.
At this point, I think they reach hands out towards one another, like, "Are you real?" idea.
Mm-hmm.
Is Lycra still hovering?
Oh, she hasn't let go of the kid. Enough's happened in the last year. She doesn't trust people.
I removed Laker's hand from the child.
Oh.
Just give me a straight charisma. Corin? Okay. She will kind of look up to Corwin and breathe out finally and take her hands off. She does not step back, though.
Okay. The kid finally speaks for the first time in common and just asks Eris what her name is. To which she replies Eris, and he looks disappointed, maybe, and shakes his head. "No, what's your name?" Eris looks kind of confused.
Gonna send like a message contract to Ares.
Mhm.
I think they mean to, like, you know how Metis has another name. Maybe dragons have another dragony name.
Eris looks abashed, maybe would be the right word, and finally replies, "Oh, I don't know." Um, they continue making talk about trying to figure each other out for a minute or two, at which point you hear a voice booming through the forest, probably amplified by magic. Phaedrus, where are you? At what point the kid looks like a kid who got his hand caught in a cookie jar and says, "Oh crap, I gotta go."
No, wait.
And makes as if to go.
Can we go with you?
It's not a good idea. Dad doesn't like strangers.
I think we need to still meet him.
Yeah, I don't unfortunately think like factors into this. It's kind of important.
Do you think your father might like to meet Eris?
I'll come back tomorrow. I gotta go. And unless anybody's physically stopping him at this point, he runs away.
Won't stop him, but I don't know if we follow him.
I mean, if he's a dragon, he might just transform and fly away, and we're not keeping up with that.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, I can.
Collectively.
Yeah, collectively you wouldn't be able to.
I think I know what happened to us now.
Yeah, we got on the wrong side of a very powerful dragon.
Y'all.
Yes, and they
Probably
blipped
pissed
our
him off.
memory
Mm-hmm.
Except, why doesn't the kid remember us?
because we didn't run into the kid last time.
Oh. We ran into Dad. or mom.
So I take it from the conversation that you all are not following.
That's
Certainly not.
No, I don't think it's wise.
There's some static coming out of you, Mike. There, I'm not sure what's going on.
Sorry.
Okay. So
Check,
what
check.
are you doing? Sounds good right now.
Way better.
This is quite disturbing. Like waiting for a kid or their mad dad dragon.
We are the stray pet that's been found and hiding in the backyard.
Yeah,
Twice.
basically.
Twice now. We got run away and we came back.
We
I
need
think
to.
we should wait.
Yeah.
We also need to think about ways to convince the dragon. A third round of this is probably only going to be just as unsuccessful.
I also
Eris was with us last time, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I also think we need to be a little more careful and try to be as diplomatic as possible, because he might not want to have killed us, but if he's trying to protect his family, he may very well decide that we've come back twice now. We're too much of a risk.
Yeah, we need to be a friendly face.
Like, be kind, be courteous, don't be super suspicious. And if push comes to shove, we get shoved and we go.
To your point, you know from what you've discovered that you did not fight anything. You've already discovered the thing that you fought that did a lot of damage to you, and all of your memories were thoroughly erased for like a week.
Mm-hmm.
How long has been as we have been traveling?
At this point, let's see, you would be
5 or 6 days.
an extra day. So hold on, let me pull up my thing. You have been traveling for 9 days at this point, and you remember last time it was 11.
And it checks out.
No, I'm sorry. Actually, it's 8. It would have been 8, but yeah, it still checks out. At this point, I would say night has fully descended on the forest.
I think we have to decide if we wait here for the kid to come back or if we wait until tomorrow and then investigate further.
I think we wait and see, and if nothing comes of it, then we can always investigate on our own.
Yeah, we can wait a day.
Like, this is the closest lead we've got. I'm willing to bet on the curiosity of a child, especially a curious child who's met someone who's not his immediate family, who's of the same as him.
Hey, Aries.
Mm-hmm.
What you were doing back there? Like, were you conversing with him or what?
So, talking to her, you've like interrupted her being incredibly lost in thought.
Mm.
I can sense him. I don't know. I can tell and she points halfway, 3/4 of the way up the mountain. There's actually Jamie.
Mm-hmm.
How does that work? Is it just the closest one, or would she be able to tell if there was more than one up there?
She can tell.
The armor can't, but
The armor
she'd be able
can't.
to. Okay.
Yeah.
So she points. She says, "There's 4 up there."
Oh,
Presumably, if you can sense them, they can sense you.
Yeah, I think that's how he found us.
But I think, sorry, I think the best thing we should do is just wait then, because either the
Yeah.
boy will come or his parents will come.
this is good news. This is what we're looking for. We found your family.
Just to confirm, Jamie, I assume she can't tell anything other than they're there,
Yeah,
like how old they
that's
are.
correct.
Anything.
That's correct.
Unless you continue to engage her in conversation, she gets lost in staring again real fast.
We'll let her be.
We need to be very, very careful tonight.
Yeah.
All right. So I assume then that you are beginning to make camp.
Yeah.
Lycra once again votes for tree camp. This is a half-hearted suggestion. She knows no one else likes tree camp.
Yeah. The trees around here, you definitely could if you wanted to.
I don't think Liz hates the idea of tree camp.
Gorman will actually try to have his watch with Estella tonight because he wants to talk to her.
Okay. Let's make that first watch then.
We're first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just kind of sitting down.
I want to pull my telescope out and see if I can try and find a place where I can keep an eye on the mountain with the telescope.
Interesting. Okay. With a 9,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you know the general area to search just based on where Eris was pointing, but I don't think you can locate anything.
Is the topography of the mountain is generally the same? Is
Yes.
it exactly the same?
It's, as far as you can tell, it's a lot more tree covered.
Yeah.
But it seems to be pretty similar. Yeah.
Okay.
I guess after a while, Stella,
Mm-hmm.
I'm very worried about Lycra.
She does seem a bit on edge.
I was just going to say straight up paranoid. I think whatever happened in Murata, I don't think she's well.
Being in a foreign environment like this probably isn't helping.
And I don't think we can do anything about it, but I think when we have some downtime, she should meet with your friend who met with Andrea.
I'll bring it up to him.
Okay, you're the only person I could really bring it up to, because, like, Ro would deny it. Liz doesn't know us well enough yet to sort of understand the history. Andrea, depending on her season, would either burst into tears or not care. A she's is a she's, and,
I can talk to her, I guess.
Okay, you just
I don't think she's at the point where she understands or sees it as a problem. And if that is the case, then therapy probably isn't going to help. You have to want to change.
true. I wanted someone to at least be aware of it.
Oh, I'm aware of it.
Okay.
Paranoia isn't bad when we're in these sorts of situations.
No, but it's also been happening in situations that aren't as stressful. Like I said, it's just something I wanted to touch base on.
You could try talking to her.
I don't know how, really, right now. It makes me feel uncomfortable.
I don't like it either.
Can I roll perception?
You're
Sure.
asleep.
No, I think it's
Yeah.
not said that loud enough that you can roll perception.
That was pretty loud, I think. It has to be at... it's -5 when you're asleep, or is
Yeah.
it disadvantage?
I think it's disadvantage, but I could be wrong.
I mean,
Yeah,
they're
let's
functionally
do
the same thing.
disadvantage.
Actually, and also, most probably Liz and Andrea are awake, just
Yeah.
diddling around.
They just hear that from Estella. I don't like it either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think the rest of the conversation was loud enough, but
Yeah.
I think that does manage to rouse Lycra as well.
And it would just be, yeah, okay, I don't know.
Grabs flask of water, takes a swig, rolls over.
Raise an eyebrow at Liz and continue doing whatever they're doing.
That they're playing dragon chess.
Cool.
Or some elf bullshit game, who knows?
Liz and Andrea?
Yeah,
Okay,
the elves are playing elf games.
fair.
I will say, just for flavor, that one of you is having to teach the other one whichever elf game is, because the two cultures which you come from are very different.
Yeah, on some grand scales.
Mm-hmm.
It's like teaching someone who only knows Go and someone who only knows chess each other's games.
Or like we both know dragon chess, and it's like, no, that piece doesn't move like that. Yes, it does.
They know different rules for dragon chess.
Stop making up rules about moving backwards. You can't move backwards.
Look, Corwin, I know that you've spent a lot of time working by yourself,
Mm-hmm.
but you are smart enough and you are sociable enough, I think, that this is a thing you can learn how to do.
All right, I'll give it a try. Probably not until we get back, but
Yeah.
It's not something I want to have in a conversation I want to have in the middle of a strange alien force surrounded by dragons.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. I go back to staring at the mountain.
All right. First watch passes, unless there's anything else. And who's on second? I don't know.
I think
Third-
Lycra would have been, but I think she only just gets back to sleep after being woken up. So unless someone wakes her up, she probably doesn't wake up for second watch.
Let's say me with someone else.
Okay. We'll say that the schedule was supposed to be you and Lycra. Do you wake Lycra up?
Of course.
Okay. Let's get those perceptions.
Grumble, grumble, grumble.
You need to do your part of the job.
Jesus. Okay. Your watch passes uneventfully. The forest is still making forest sounds around you, but nothing out of the ordinary.
I think Lycra is half leaning on Andrea 5 minutes into the watch and is regularly drinking pulls from her water bottle, just like, okay, freshen up, freshen up, freshen up.
And you somehow still managed to do a 29.
Yeah.
Who's on third?
Well, that'd be, by definition, that'd be Liz, and she's...
That's very true. Let's get those perceptions. Jesus, guys.
Look,
Okay,
I can't roll below a 20.
that's true. Yeah, makes me sad that I didn't have anything planned to happen to you in the middle of the night.
Mm-hmm.
So as dawn breaks and you all wake up to presumably a day of sitting around.
Apparently.
I think Lycra will do a charge first thing in the morning, just since they are downtiming again.
Yeah, so that'd be 2 more charges.
And
Unless you didn't do one last night, I don't know.
no, I did one last night as well, so I'm up to
Okay.
6 already.
Cool.
And after that's done, if no one else is doing anything important, I think she'll try to convince Andrea to fence with her.
Let's see. Today we have winter, so no, that's not gonna happen.
So-
This is an interesting day for winter to be around, isn't it?
Yeah. You know what? I wanna say she doesn't wanna, but the others urge her to train. So
And I think it's
You'll
really
try.
cute because it's both the other voices and Lycra kind of just gently pestering her, no, hold it like that, no, arm out straight, no, wrist tight, just very gently taking her through the steps.
At some point she breaks and make a little scream like, I know how to stand! I'm an expert! And she started herself and runs away.
No.
I think Lycra will let her get a distance, but then will follow just to make sure she doesn't get hurt or lost.
Yeah. Yeah, she will go back.
Okay. Lycra will meet her casually 5 feet from camp going, oh, hey, how was your walk? Passes water bottle that's nearly empty.
Mumble something that undescribable.
Sounds good. Need to freshen my water up.
Alright. The day continues to pass. mid-morning, noon, mid-afternoon.
Is anyone else doing anything interesting today?
Like, how long do we wait, I guess? Do we wait a day?
I'd say give it another day, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, at some point we need to do something.
I think Lycra will eventually pull out her dragon chess set and just start playing solitaire. Just introducing a totally different third set of rules from what you two are used to.
For the sake of brevity, I will say, as long as you wait the entire day, nothing appears. Night begins to fall. And the night will pass. Dawn of the next day.
I think we need to progress.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think we just push. Make it obvious that we're coming.
Let me just check the distance on something. Okay. Wadoosh.
Okay, I assume you are locating Phaedrus.
Looking for the kid.
Yeah, he's up there. Depending on how many times you do it, he doesn't seem to be moving very far. I mean, he's walking around and stuff. But...
Yeah, I can hold it for an hour, so if he never seems to move after an hour, like we'll say, he doesn't seem to be coming back yet, he might have been grounded. There's kind of a question mark at the end of the statement as she looks to Estella and oh, damn it, brain. Not Andrea, but Eris, thank you. I think the kid has been grounded.
Yeah, Eris has been doing a lot of staring off into space and fidgeting. She is getting antsy.
I think Winter will do her best to consort her.
Well, he's not even a mile away. Should we go find him?
Well, we can't wait here forever.
Maybe we do announce ourselves, like, hey kid, we stepping forward because of this.
I think they'll be aware of us. I mean, remember how powerful Metis is. If this mature dragon is on the same caliber, they'll be very much aware that we're in their domain.
That's actually totally fair.
I think we just be obvious. You know, it's like, hey, we're back. Didn't keep. Sorry. We're inquisitive. We're inquisitive assholes.
Do we literally go by screaming hello?
No, I don't think we're going hello, 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 hello. I think we just walk up the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Given all your locate spells and Eris's sense of where this kid is, I don't think you have a chance of failing. So let's get a collective investigation roll from everybody to see how long it takes you.
Is this the same day or the next day?
This is the next day after you waited and he didn't show up.
We gave 24 hours and nothing happened.
Okay, it's autumn then.
Oh, too bad. Winter should have been the one to come say hi to Grandpa.
Who are we missing? Liz? Ty, you there?
Sorry, what was the request?
Investigation check, please.
I apologize.
What are you listening to?
Just something on the TV in the background.
Hmm.
Trying to keep me awake because I did not sleep well again last night. I never seem to sleep well.
Yeah.
Mm,
Okay. That's decent collective check. So you all do find about a quarter of the way up a mountain a familiar cave that dead ends and there's nothing in it. And then nothing else until you reach the peak. At which point there is an archway down into the mountain in which is standing an elven man, shaggy blonde hair, really thin, dressed in a style that is unfamiliar to any of you, but what one would call fancy. Anybody with high passive perception would notice that he seems rather bedraggled, though.
what does that word mean?
The hint of dark circles under his eyes, his clothes are not fresh, they're a little rumpled. He has like a stain on one shoulder. He seems tired. And he regards you all and says, I see you've returned.
Indeed, we have.
For the first time. Second time. One of them.
Greetings, and I bow.
Lycra very visibly starts to flinch and forces it down.
Okay. And he it's just looking at all of you and just says, why?
Because if you woke up without any memories, would you not want to find out what the answer to why you didn't have any of them?
And to be honest, we didn't know what caused it, so our only course logic of action is to do what we came to do. We don't know if that caused it.
There were too many questions.
He pinches the bridge of his nose and mutters under his breath, am I losing my touch?
We're unfortunately also very inquisitive and very stubborn.
I want to look at Eris.
Mm-hmm.
Do I get any sense that she recognizes this person as a dragon?
Are you just observing her, or are you
Yes.
trying to like silently ask?
No, I'm observing her.
Give me an insight. She's staring past him. He doesn't even exist as far as she's concerned.
Interesting. Can I use my Eldritch Sight?
Very magic, very different magic from Eris.
Oh no. I want to say I don't know any of this, but Andrea will ask, like, I am so sorry, but you have you know of us, but our current we doesn't know of you. Can we know who we speak with?
Give me a charisma check.
Oh no.
She didn't ask for his name. Oh no.
He does not tell you his name. He just
I'm,
says,
I'm
"What
gonna correct myself too. And who are you again?
and what do you want with my children?"
Children?
He lets the question hang in the air, demanding an answer with his eyes.
Is this... Do I get the sense that this is a fae?
That is a reasonable leap.
Yeah,
I don't think you have any solid information, but that makes sense.
Okay.
Andrea is assuming that at this point.
I would say that we are trying to unite one of our friends with her family.
He begins casting a spell.
I gotta say, to be clear we are didn't come here expecting your kid or you or anything. We're just seeking answers of the uh, let's say birthplace and ancestral nest of our friend here. We don't seek any trouble.
As far as we know, she's the only one of her kind until the day before yesterday.
Okay. So, as all of that's going on, he finished casting his spell. I assume no one's trying to stop him.
I tried with words.
Lycra is forcing down the reaction.
Okay. After he's done casting the spell, he immediately zones in on Eris and gets unreadable expression on his face.
I still have my Eldritch set up. Do I know what he cast?
It is a warlock spell.
Do I know at least the school of magic?
You know that it's divination.
Okay.
I'll let you make an arcana check if you want to know the exact spell.
If it's divination and not enchantment, that's fine.
Okay.
I can fill in the blanks.
Yeah. He stares at Eris and gets an unreadable expression. And I think that is where we will end for tonight.
Okay. Dun dun dun.
Wah, wah.
Fade to pastel, or sepia, I mean.
Fade to pastel. So everything turns a bright shade of salmon pink.
And Roundabout starts playing.
It should be in the David folder on the Plex, but not actually important.
Alrighty, I am gonna dip because